and welcome. In this series, we're going to be playing Valheim Mistlands. I have played this a bit in the past when the game first came out, and recently more so again with the Mistlands update. However, I am not very good, nor have I ever gotten much further than the second boss, somewhere basically just teetering into the swamps, getting my toes wet per se. So let's see how many times I can die from trolls, trees, or maybe even a neck here and there. So here's the setup. This is being played on an invite-only hosted server with the small changes here. So new characters only. Uh, Torches don't need to be refueled. I really hate trying to find them at night when they run out of fuel, and it's not like getting resin is really hard. So I'm looking at that as more of a quality of life anti-annoyance thing. Especially, I plan to hopefully go a little slower pace, a slower to medium pace, and try to build out and build myself a nice home on a big plot of land. And that means there's probably going to be a lot of torches all around. The next thing is it forces map location sharing. Okay, this is going to be a friendly PvE, player versus environment, not PvP. So I figured, as I get people onto the server to join me in these endeavors and have fun, uh, why not know where everybody's at? Because we're not really trying to hurt each other or anything like that. The next item is a slightly increased pickup radius, auto pickup radius, I should say. You have the option of turning on an auto pickup. Normally it's 2 meters. I have changed that to 3 meters. I see them always run into issues picking up things from around a bush, or it's in the fire pit, or So I decided that this isn't really game altering. It's just a minor convenience change, not far off from the torches. I'm not setting it as some huge thing to give myself some advantage. And again, these changes are for anyone that I invite to the server. The next thing is server side characters only. This is enforced by mods anti-cheat system. Hopefully, this is going to prevent anyone from bringing any pre-existing characters or using any mods or any commands that do more than what I want out of this experience, which is what I just laid it. The torches, the map force thing, and the pickup radius. Uh, those are the only changes I really want. I still want a vanilla experience. However, I did those two convenience things, the pickup area, the torches. Yeah, for me. It's just my personal preference. I know it's not technically vanilla, but I'm not really far off. The map location sharing is more of a, hey, this is my server. We're friendly. Let's do it. Um, so anyway, this gives us the closest thing to a vanilla experience I can get while having those couple of conveniences and changes. And that's pretty much what I'm looking for. The server rules are one, don't be a jerk. Uh, Two, don't touch other people's crap. Their buildings, their items, their chests, whatever. Uh, don't do anything. If you wouldn't want somebody to take your stuff, don't take theirs. It's kind of simple. Only new characters. No bringing stuff from other characters or servers. No other mods allowed, even client side. Period. Just the ones that I have listed for my server, which are the ones that uh, allow these changes that I have made to be enacted. Uh, no logging out and loading items from offline worlds to bypass portal restrictions, all that stuff. And I think the last one kind of sums it up. Basically, play this as you would a vanilla version without cheating, exploiting, bypassing the game as it was designed to be played. If if somebody's on here and they're uncertain, I expect them to just ask me, "Hey, is this acceptable?" And I'll let you know. I'll think about it because it might be something I haven't ran into in this game or another game. So with that, we're just gonna uh, let's see here on. I had to update something here. So with that, we're gonna get started. Um, let's get things up and running here. And this is going to be like literally fresh, even for me, as far as the start. You're going to see me flying in. So we're going to get hopefully the full experience here with this start. Okay. So here we are in Valheim, and Valheim Plus is the thing that changes the torches and the pickup radius. Um, and I have some other stuff going. So actually, you're not gonna see me fly in on the thing because I made this character, tested the server out. However, I will. Well, you know what? Just to make sure, let's do this. There. We're gonna start here, and we're gonna create. And we're gonna, I like the, it was like a ponytail kind of thing. Let's see here. No, 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 no. Don't want no man bun things. All right, just a regular ponytail. We gotta have a little Viking beard of some sort. I mean, we are Vikings. Yeah, hey, there we go. And let's get some, this, my hair is not this dark. It's not reflective of me. I don't know. Just, instead of a blonde Viking, let's kind of go with something different. So anyway, here we are. And what I'm going to do for just a second is I'm just going to disappear with that for just a minute. I'm going to join the server. So we should be loading into the server now and starting brand new. Now, as of right now, there's just, well, okay. I forgot, this is, forgive the no flying in on the bird. I forgot that this is a server side characters only, so me deleting that tune and then remaking it, it pretty much is the same tune. So this is where I was. I flew in, I landed at the rune area here. And I haven't even talked to the birdie. What was his name again? Huggin. Haven't even talked to Huggins for the first time. So we're going to go ahead and just get talking there. He's going to guide us in our travels, and these megaliths are sacrificial stones. So these represent the bosses that you have to fight, starting with this guy. And he's going to tell us again, these magical stones, these little things here, with the red ruins under that he's standing on. Basically, it tells you kind of where the boss is. So, right now, this is the world that I know. Now, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to hit this, and it's going to take. Oh, now it put a marker right here. So if I know that in relation to me, southwest is where I can find the first boss. Now, just for grins, let's go see what Huggins has to say here. Okay, he's just saying about the Valheim Plus stuff. And thank you. Yeah, shout out to the devs, the mod developers who made Valheim Plus and the other mods that I'm using, the server side characters, the Azu anti-cheat, and the loader. It's like Bpinix or something. I will properly give credits below in the comments section. after when I do some of the editing and whatnot. So anyway, here we are. We are somewhat naked and afraid as you go, and we will see what we have going on as far as exploring. And one of the neat things about this game is literally you have no clue. So um, you don't know where you are in relation to many things. All right, here's a piggy, and you know what? We need to go into the forest. One thing we definitely need to do. Oh, and while we're at it, let's I'll show you that everything is fresh. See here, I just got the one on the running. As you see, this character is fresh. My inventory is empty. No trophies. All that stuff. Now, this I don't think we were wearing, so let's put it on. All right, that's some ragged armor. And what do we got from Huggins again? Take stock of your inventory. Yeah. A lot of stuff, Oh, and I should pick up some rocks. And is he gonna start talking to us again? Anyway, we have to find something to eat. This game, I'm sure most people are going to be aware by now how this game works. But just in case there isn't somebody, the health bar down in the bottom left that says 25, you have to regulate that and maintain that. So Huggins again. I'll come right back to what I was getting at. I found a snack. Yep. So he was talking basically about what I was getting into. And see, as I find new things, I'm discovering new recipes and whatnot. But getting back to that, you have to balance out your food and whatnot. Gets balanced out to stamina and health. The yellow forks tell you that the food gives you mostly a stamina boost. As you see, this one gives you a health of 7 and a stamina of 20. So if I munch on this, my stamina is going to increase by 20, and then it disappears when it's full. And I can only eat that once, every approximately 10 minutes. We won't get too far into that at the time. And if I can find up to 2 other foods to eat at the same time, you can eat up to basically 3 different foods at any given time. So what I am trying to do is, here we go, get a stone axe. Let's craft that. And so we got that, and that's probably going to be in 4, I think. I need to get a club because even though I got that little bit of health, it's not much. It really isn't at all. Now here's something an unusual beginning find, an amber. Eventually we will find the trader. And when we do, we can sell that to him. And there's some neat things you can buy, and some, I guess, that's about it. We haven't done anything. It's just what changes to that trader or anything. It's just what he has. One of the things that we save up for right away is a belt. Ooh, here we go, some mushrooms. Now, this is just another type of food. And as you can see, this one has white fork. That means it's even between the yellow stamina driven fork and the health one. I can't remember the color of that one. Blue or green maybe, or red. I think it's red. Yes, red. I'm pretty sure of it. So it's going to be yellow for stamina, white for equal, and red for health predominant. So this one's health 15, stamina 15. So I'm going to go ahead and munch on that to get me a little bit more health, a little bit more stamina. We still need a couple more sticks, and I forgot I have an axe. Let's just start here by cutting down a couple of these little guys because it's quick, it's easy. We got some resin, so we now know how to make a torch. We should have enough here for a club. We definitely need something. I have so far found blunt weapons to be a good all-around weapon. I haven't really gotten much past using. I tried the spear once, and to me, it seemed like very stamina draining for not so much gain. And so there's, I stuck with the club. It does well for the first things in the meadows for sure. It's got me through the next biome, the Black Forest. Now, if I had a bow and arrow, I could shoot him, and get some feathers, but obviously I have to work up to that. Now, here's some necks. These guys are aggressive, somewhat harmless. I'm gonna fight them with my fists. But you know what? You get a couple of those on you when you're running for something else, and they hit you just because you weren't paying attention, and lo and behold, you are dead. Now I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna whack a couple of these, because eventually I'm gonna want these their tails, I believe is what it is. These right here, the neck tails, I can cook those. There's some flint. I always like to get flint right away. Again, I mean, I say always. I've restarted a few times and whatnot, and never really, like I said, I've only barely touched my toes into the swamp biome. Now, I'm not even going to try and chase these guys down. Easier when you got a bow and arrow, you can sneak and shoot them a lot easier. So I am just getting some of this stuff here. So you know what? We should go ahead and make our hammer. It's going to open up more crafting recipes for us. And as you see here, we're going to be able to make some more stuff. And, this is basically the hammer is going to let us do the construction side of the game. Some piggy meat. So we're gonna kill this piggy. Assuming, two of them. Uh-oh. Come on, piggy. Come get some. There we go. We want their meat too. And so we got some meat here. These, we need a lot of these. Those are leather scraps, which you get from boars. And we need a lot of leather hides from the deer. However, we're not going to try and chase the deer down right now. So at this moment, I'm just going to kind of get a little lay of the land, look for some more berries, some more mushrooms. Basically, get some of the initial staples out of the way. We're going to check this out. See if, yep, as I say, there's sometimes a beehive or a chest or neither. And the chest, well, that's perfect. I get some feathers and I get another, this one is another amber. And so we got that going for us. I like to go along the coastline a little bit. See if I can find a decent spot. I don't want to be too far away from a coastline for the base that we'll end up building. As you can see, that pickup radius is not that much. I'm going to scoot forward. There we go. So it's not that far away. It's about right where the cursor is here. So I didn't make any, in my opinion, and I know opinions will vary. I don't think that's a drastic, compromising thing to steal the vanilla experience, in my opinion. So anyway, and we're gonna keep going here. I'm gonna avoid the water because I don't want to get wet for now. Again, I'm collecting a bunch of these. Usually try to get about 30 of them. Or one stack, yeah, one stack. That way I don't. Then I tend not have to look for them again, at least for a while. Because it sucks when you want them and you have to go hunt them down. So usually get a stack, and then I'll be good for quite a while, if not forever. I can't remember how long the stack lasted me last time I tried, but I don't think I had to grab too many, if any more than that. I think I just had a bunch in my storage just because, you know, making sure. So where are we at? We got about 26. And you find the flint along water lines, both this ocean and rivers. And also, for those who are not familiar with the game, this is the skills are use based. So to increase my fists, I have to fight with just my fists. To run, I have to hold shift and run. To increase clubs, I got a club. Increase blocking, I got a block, and so on and so forth. And these are not the only skills. As when we first started, I think there was like 2 or 3. And as I discover items, it will open up. I'm not exactly sure to what extent. So we have, is that, oh, I suppose. So we have near us on the mini map on the top right, you see the white icon to the east by southeast. That's going to be where the first boss is. And for him, we have to kill a bunch of deer and get their antlers. And I sacrifice 2 or 3 antlers to the altar. We'll go take a peek at that real quick. Another boar. Again, leather scraps. We need a lot of these. And this is also a game where if you have your equipment out, our first grayling. These are the easiest of the do they call them dwarves? Yeah, I think dwarves. All right, so and you have to constantly eat. Again, the timer, and if you don't, your health and your stamina will decline. But here in the description, having equipment out, like at the very bottom of the description, you'll see movement speed minus 5%. Minus 5% for the axe. This one has none. This one has minus 5. And if you get into shields, then the shields will, you know, I think it's minus 20%. But you gain an advantage of blocking more damage and whatnot with a shield. So, you know, it's a pro-con thing. So we found the summoning place of one of the Forsaken that we have to kill. If we make the right offering, they'll come and they'll fight me. So, and, you know, once we get this stuff, then it gives us a hint here, hunt is kin. And then when we get it, we'll place some stuff on the altar. And, well, I'm not sure where are we at here. I think I got an idea. I think this is Black Forest and this is the meadows here. So I have a feeling if I keep going a little bit more this way, I'm going to end up in the Black Forest, which we do not want to be in right now. We'll even right now the Black Forest would kind of chew us up just because we don't have any armor really and our skills are so low. And in the top right, you'll know if you can't figure it out distinctively by the way a biome looks, it will change in the top left there. Oh, come here. So continuing to grab these raspberries. I see another piggy. And it's already getting nighttime. Oop. Took a little hit. Should block a little bit of those. I forget in the beginning I saw some more pigs here. Especially when there's more than one of them. You can die if you're not, if you know, you just go completely gung-ho. Where are you running to? Like, wait a minute. So, you know, I'm already down 10 hit points between those two pores. And when you only got 30 something hit points, that's not, you're not really, oh. Well, is he acting weird? Ooh. I think that considered me sneaking up on him for some reason. And bear with me just a moment here. Oops, I clicked some buttons on accident. And somehow the Microsoft Store is opening up in my background, so I need to close that. Wherever it went. Well, I guess it's gone. Okay. So back here we are. I guess we can kind of go this way. Clear out this little fog of war a bit. Check out this hut here. Now that looks like Black Forest. I think that's what those trees are different. So this little place has nothing in it, so we just take it as is. I love the great tree roots, maybe? I can't remember what the lore is. You have green healthy, and then there will be some red, which I think is more of, you know, a good versus evil kind of thing. So now these graylings have a high aggro range. Especially at night. Yes, yes, yes. I will talk to you in just a moment. Come here, piggy, piggy. Alright, just making sure we got our stuff. What does Huggins have to say? When the temperature drops at night or you're wet, you'll suffer from being cold. It reduces your stamina regen. So, and you can dry off pretty quickly if you have a fire. And we were going this way to get rid of. But is this the Black Forest? Yes, we don't want to go there. So we'll do a little bit. Oh, he's going to talk to us because we stepped into the Black Forest. So it's a dangerous place. You don't, you know, you just basically don't want to go in there right now. You know, so basically they kind of like want you to like kill the Meadow boss, then go into the Black Forest, kill the Black Forest boss, and so on and so forth. And as you do each, you will achieve greater strengths, not just from your skill growth, but you'll get better tools, you'll get better weapons, better armor, and whatnot. So I am just trying to find the balance. See, this is the Black Forest here too, so you know, it's going to be a little bit harder to do what I was trying to do, which was I was going to come down here and see where this went, but I guess I'll go. We're going to stay in this area, and then we're kind of looking for a place to put our hat, basically. So, well, what is? Oh, thought that was something, and it was just visually on my end here. Alright, so my mushroom's almost running out, so I need to eat that again. And I have the grass turned all the way off just for the beginning here, just to help me find some mushrooms. They can be difficult to find. I will be turning it back to medium. You know, I like the looks of the grass. I just wanted to get a few. I want to get a few. As the start can be. Oh, this guy's not a. He's harder. He's like the second hardest dwarf, and I think it's because I am on the. Oh, I'm on the cusp. Is that? I think as to see the green eyes as a shaman. I don't want to mess with him. We're gonna put our thing away here and run. He can poison you, and his poison could probably kill me, and then that's a 1-star. So these guys are not something I want to fight right now. The only problem is they like to chase you for a long distance. So I don't know if I'll ever be able to get rid of them, but we will see. Yes, I know all about you. Now I may have to try this. He's gonna throw his rock at me. Let's do a blocking here, and a dodge, and a hit, and a dodge, and a hit. Whoop, 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 whoop. Get out of there. We were using all our stamina. Come here. Well, at least I got a block off. Oh, get back. My stamina. Throw your rock. Dodge. Dip. Dodge. Duck. Dive. Whatever it's called. The AI isn't all that great. Alright. Get a couple swings in here. Oh, he hit me. He hit me. But we got him. So, as you can see, I'm down to 14 health now. It is, he was a 1-star, so he's, he is, tougher than a no-star. And then there's a 2-star. I don't know if there's more than a 2-star, to be honest with you. Where am I at on these? Oh, we can get 2 more of these just for to have a full stack. And there we go, full stack of flint. Luckily, the shaman did not continue to chase me. Right, eat some more strawberry or raspberries. And we found another little hut here. Well, let's just pull our torch out. I don't see anything in here. And there's no beehives, and even if there was, I don't think it's wise to do a beehive without without bow and arrow, to be honest with you. Now, I'm at a loss. I mean, if that's Black Forest here, this is Black Forest, we're going to have to go northwest and hope. So we're going to have to cross this wide river. So let's go ahead and do that. Swimming can be very dangerous in the game. If you run out of stamina, you will start taking damage. What the heck was that? Must have ran into a rock that I couldn't see. So you don't want to be caught with no stamina in the water that you have to swim through. The walk through isn't so bad. Now these rock formations do have, in some cases, significance. Like if I had a tool to dig up, I think it's the hoe. Or is it a shovel? I can't remember if there's a shovel. But anyway, some of those you can dig up and find a treasure. Now I figure while I'm here, and these guys are running away, so whatever. We were going to try and get some free meat out of them. Now here we go. Do I see what I think I see? Yes. Okay, so these skeletal remains. We're going to, need a lot of bones, bone fragments. And there's probably something buried there. I just don't have any way of doing it, digging it up. So I must be on, am I on a peninsula or an island that I crossed into? Oh, some more raspberries. We will take. I heard some monster, probably a dwarf. That is the Black Forest. I do not want to be near the Black Forest. Now, I see a shaman going off and doing things. That means he's probably fighting a skeleton or a troll. They will fight each other. The skeletons don't like the gray dwarves, and the trolls, I don't think, like them. I honestly can't remember if the trolls and the gray dwarves fight. I know the skeletons will fight the trolls, but I'm thinking the trolls and the gray dwarves are not aggressive to one another. So you definitely don't want to be taking on a troll early game unless you got bow. because he's just a lot of kiting around. Alright, so I have gotten not much for discovery because it looks like I am surrounded, unless I am misreading things. This section here is meadows, maybe right here, maybe right there, but all this is black forest. So, oh, shit, crap. Gotta kill him just to get him off our back. And we got another one coming. So we're probably gonna have to just stay in this area, and this might be where we start our first home. Maybe our temp home. Oh, there's that shaman. I don't want to mess with a shaman. I get poisoned, I'll probably die. So I am gonna risk this, just cause. Give me my stuff and run. Oh shit! See, I'm gonna start taking damage right there. Come on, and I gotta get out of here before this guy poisons me. He dead. I'm gonna probably die. So we are going to see if we can eat any of these in hopes to stave it off, and I'm gonna stay on land and probably die. So and I didn't die, so we are gonna try and dodge these guys for just long enough to get some stamina to cross. Well, we're gonna have to get over here to get more stamina and cross this river again. And I'm gonna try to do a jump to get a little, hopefully a little distance into the water. Okay, so now they're still gonna chase me. I'm gonna get a nice little run though, and use up my stamina just in case here. As you can see, I'm putting away my club if I'm not using it, especially when I'm trying to run. Oh boy. Oh, now there is something. Oh, I hit him. And I say, looks like I might have lost them. I mean, they're there, but it looks like I got away with them not continuing to chase me. Again, these boars, I need a lot of that scrap, and their meat's good too. So I'm not going to complain about the meat. The deer, I'm probably not going to get any deer unless the AI gets wonky and just kind of freaks out in front of me. Shield Maker of the Forest, I have nothing in my life before I came in. This is sounds like a story about somebody like me who kind of got sent here to prove your worth, I believe is what the lore is. And I'm just going to follow this little river line. Don't want to call it a coastline, I guess. And I thought I saw a boar. It might have been a deer. It is a boar, in fact. Come on. Come on. Free meat. And then there's a house here, so little mini house. Again, you'll find these all over. Nothing in here. So we're going to continue northish. Just trying to find a spot to put our head, or initially at least. And I've always found it because eventually you're going to be on a boat. My understanding is quite a bit. Usually the meadows in the Black Forest you don't need a boat for. However, depending on, of course, your seed, just don't assume that you're going to be able to get to any other biomes without a boat, raft, boat, whatever. So we've kind of circled back to where we got off. So maybe our only logical thing is to build somewhere around here, but is it with this mist? I can't really. Well, that's not the ocean there, and I really don't want to build without being near the ocean because I don't want to build like a bunch of times. I mean, I guess if I have to, I have to, but we can start really small in the beginning. But let's see what we got over here. Some more raspberries. Okay, that might be the ocean right here. That's more ocean-esque looking. I don't see any land immediately, but with the mist, it is a little difficult to tell for certain. But maybe this reasonable area will be good enough spot. And see what kind of land we got here. And I can clear not the rocks out yet. I can clear out some of this land, but I don't have to be right on the shore. Yeah, I'm not going to get lucky with that, I'm sure of it. More mushrooms. Gotta have these mushrooms. And I see another boar. But I'm getting my mushrooms. He will come after me when he notices me. Here, piggy, piggy. Oh, I don't always time that right. So maybe we're going to be heading back full circle to where we got dropped off at the very beginning when we got into the game for the first time here. I mean, because we're not going to be on a boat for like right away or anything. Okay, so this was the altar. This is not where. Okay, we were dropped off here. So maybe we can go like in this section and build. Let's head back there, like I was saying, heading back in that full circle. Let me know in the comments where you... Well, I don't know if that would even make sense, because I don't even know how we would describe it. We don't really have any great areas. I guess, where would you have built? North, west, south? Would you have tried to build something in the Black Forest? So maybe some of you more hardcore people. It just the explored areas, I guess. For the most part, maybe consider this explored and assume it's Black Forest. Where about general vicinity wise would you have built? Me, I think I'm going to end up somewhere in this vicinity where the cursor is on the map. So again, I'm not going to overbuild a house just yet. I would like to, I guess, maybe get into the Black Forest before I really, start doing a bunch of stuff. Because, mostly the beginning meadows is just kind of more of a, hey, here you are. There's a little bit of danger, but not an extreme amount. Kind of get your feet wet. Okay, so here we are. We are not going to build right on the coastline. I do not believe. I'm going to look for a little bit of a flatter-ish type terrain. I'm going to pick this up and then I'm going to throw it away. I couldn't remember if it had a recipe with it. See, now, is this Black Forest here? No, I'm still in the meadow here. Okay. Because I don't want to build right on the edge of the Black Forest. Now, this is the Black Forest right here. Okay. So, just by presence alone, I hope that's just a gray dwarf. So, we can... Whoa! Okay, he staggered me. Ah, and my thingamabob broke. And I need to run for now. I need to get on better footing. He had the high ground. So we are gonna, if not outrun these guys, and if we lose them, we're at least gonna fight on a little bit better terrain that's not gonna be whoops, miss kind of mode. Now I'm in a pinch. Oh, there's two. I gotta separate them a little bit. And because there's no way I would survive two of them at one time. And see, they just keep. So here we go. Here's a little spread. Oh, nukers, and gotta get them where I can't fight these guys at the same time. Okay, so I'm getting my butt whooped here just by the rocks alone. I apologize. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's where we got dropped off. All right. So can you guys just leave me alone? I might be able to use these these monolith thingies to separate them, but I really don't have a lot of hit points. Let's try and eat something. Run, run, run! Oof. Okay, run. There we go. Okay, so we got one down. Now we just got to get some stamina back up here. And I don't think we're going to be able to do anything other than dodge, maybe. So let's get our dodge going. Oh, that was a bad dodge. Oh, that was almost dead. No, I just don't want to die on this just yet. I'm trying to buy some time to get some hit points. It slowly regenerates. Is 10 all I'm gonna get? Dodge. Oh, come on, don't waste all that stamina. I wish I would have been able to block that. Oh, stutter. Yeah, it's something I think that was introduced with the Mistland update. Dodge, dodge. Yeah. Dodge again. Come on. Trying to... Okay, oof. Ooh, that was a dodge and an attack kind of a combo. Alright, whew. Alright. So, you know what? We are going to build near here. So, maybe we will just... Maybe we're just going to put a little starting spot here. And could be like, if down the road other people join the server, they could use some of these beginning things. I think this is where I had it. So we're going to put on our hammer. We're going to get this. We got to do a crafting station. So first thing we got to do is set down a workbench to give us a spot. Hold on a second. All right. Let's talk to him real quick. And now we got a bunch of new recipes now we've learned, and allows you to craft more complex items and more building pieces. Okay. Just let all this text fly through real quick. I think it's almost done. Hopefully. Boom, boom, boom. These are all the main starting components for building. So, quite a bit. And I think that might be it. Okay, so I'm going to equip the hammer. Now, what you'll see is, no, you don't see it like this, do you? However, if I was to pick another crafting station, you can see there's a circle. It's red because I can't place it, and then that's the radius that this workbench will be useful in. Now I can't do anything because it needs a roof. The only thing I can do is buildings. So we're going to build just a small little roof for this guy. I think it's got to be like 70% encompassing. Again, I am not very good at this stuff, so yeah. So, well, you know what? We're gonna do this. This makes things easier. I'm gonna break that, and we're gonna. Oh yeah, can't break that because I need the crafting station. So we gotta rebuild this. Now, I like using a hammer because I can see things and then I can destroy that and go back and we're just trying to put a roof over it. So I don't know how much I have to do for this roof, to be honest with you. Oops. I'm missing some wood. So we need to go over here and cut a tree down. Or branches, whatever, but you know, we're gonna chop an actual tree down at this point. Oh boy, I can already hear. At least it's a grayling, so come here. Get back to this. And you can die from trees landing on you. And trees will knock down other trees and so forth. So you get a little chain reaction. I hate stumps, so I tend to get rid of them. I don't know if that's OCD or whatnot, and get that resin to begin with here. I'm not sure exactly how the skill level correlates to how many swings it takes versus the upgraded equipment versus, you know, you can get different tier of this axe, different tiers of the next axe, different tiers of the next axe, and so forth and so forth. I don't know where the you know, what's that, you know, like, hey, if you're skill this, you get X percentage versus this will give you, you know, let's just say it takes 10 swings to chop that down. For every 10 points, do I get a percent less, you know, or whatever, versus the axe might give me less swings as well. Anyway, so back to this. Now let's see if I can use this. Okay, so it's still too exposed. Now, I believe I tried this before. Is this the right one? And I'm wondering if this considers it not exposed. Now, no, okay. So let's try adding just a little bit shorter roof line. Boom, boom, and we'll see from here. Maybe this is enough. It's still too exposed. Interesting. Again, well, I'm a noob. So let's do this. Let's do one at a time and see. Oh, there we go. I guess that was just enough. Maybe it had to do with the front end. Anyway, now I can repair. My club is damaged. I think that was my... Oh, it repaired my rag tunic. Now it did my stone axe. Now it did my club and my hammer. I don't know what order it selects them in, but... So we have that. Now that we have this, we can repair our stuff, but we could do one of the more important things, and that's to get a bed down. So let's just build like a really tiny, I don't, you know, it's just not having to, can I make that yet? Let's see. I can. Okay, so I need some more wood. I'm gonna go get wood because I need the hoe to flatten some terrain to make this easier. We're gonna get this tree out of here. Woe is me. The beginning, this game does have at least so far from what I've seen, a decent progression rate. And you know what? I'm going to try not to bore us all with all doing the stumps, at least not for now. Maybe when we find our longer term home, I'm going to clear it out, of course, but I'm not going to worry so much for right now. Even that rolling log hitting you could damage you or injure you. Alright. So, let's go ahead and get this. Now yes. Ugh. I know I'm going to need this wood, so I'm just getting it. But I really want to get a bed put down. Well, I suppose it doesn't really matter because at this point we're right next to the spawn location, so I would be spawning here anyway. But I don't know why I'm continuing to get this tree, looking out. Found some birch seeds. Don't really care right now. Whoa. And see, it's kind of like, God, it's got a chain react, like a domino effect. That's less stuff I gotta cut down now, if you think about it. Outside of losing the skill gain ups, all these trees got knocked down by that one. And I'm just going around collecting this stuff, and I got a piggy somewhere on me. I don't know if he'll keep chasing me. He is. He's a little hard to see there, but we got him. All right. So, anyway, building the house, if you're building the bed, if you don't build your bed and you never build a bed, you will always spawn where you spawned the first time. But we need a home anyway, and this map just does not seem to be all that conducive to a nice piece of terrain in the meadows that I could start with that's away from here. Without going, at least exploring through the Black Forest, which I don't want to do. Anyway, we're going to make a hoe. And the hoe is going to allow us to do a little terrain manipulation. Now, a hoe, we can level the ground, we can raise the ground, and we can make a path, which, you know what, I've never done. Maybe that's aesthetics, I'm not sure. You need stone to raise the ground. The leveling ground just uses stamina. And here's the thing. Whatever level, wherever you're standing, it's going to level it to that height. So if I level this terrain here, it's going to be to where I'm standing. Now, if I come down here where it's lower, it's going to try to bring it to this lower level. See here I have to walk up and down. It's a little harder to see. So I'm walking up and down. So now if I try to level that, see, it's not, now I can go a little further. It's, like boom, 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 boom. And now I have some more flatter terrain. So let's go talk to Huggins real quick just to get him off my screen. Your landscaping, yes, I already kind of just told everybody about it. So maybe we will try and get in this general vicinity. Just get a little bit. Now it's not going to level it completely. If it's too far down, you're going to have to raise it and then level it. I'm just trying to get us just enough for a small house. Just kind of, because we got to get out of the cold. We got to be able to sleep the night away. At least when you're the only person on, or you're in a solo game, you can sleep the night away. Let's just see where this gets us. So let's put down. Let's just start simple and not worry about raised and everything being perfect. I don't know. I don't think that's turning out the way I expected it. And it's so hard to see at night. Oh my goodness. So now if I stand, and that did not turn out right, but if I stand here and maybe I can get some of this more level. And let's go ahead and destroy that and see if we get this to connect. There we go. That's 2, 3, 4. Is a 5 gonna be enough? I don't know. I am not a very good builder. Let's let's see here. So that would be 2, 3, 4. Just see about a 5x5. I'm really not sure. And I'm not paying attention, so I need to eat and let that come back up. Get these to snap, and again, we have to flatten. And see, why is that? Is this going to be one of those that you can't flatten? Or maybe, nope, it looks like I got it. Come on, snap. Get it in there. Alrighty. There, let's just fill this in. Oh, we gotta go get more wood. Already more wood. Well, the nice thing is some of this stuff's already knocked down. You know, we can actually get this guy. He'll be out of our way if we're running from something again, since it blends in with the ground really well. Where did all those trees go? Up. Ah, here we go. Found them. Alright. Come on. This is going to be our goal for this episode, is just to get our house and bed up, and maybe a fireplace. And a place to cook the food. I can hit both of these at the same time. I'll do that. Kind of like free wood, I guess, for the swing. Alright, let's see if that's enough short term. I think it's 2 per item I'm building. And see if we can get this up in this day cycle that's coming up, so it's easier to see as we build and do the snaps. Alrighty. I keep hearing something. It's the grass and stuff. You know what? We're gonna make this direction our door. Is that off? Or is that on? Let's, again, oh, nope, it's on. Okay. So we're going to go 2 there, and we're going to go 1, and 2 there, and might as well go ahead and put our door right here. Just go. And we'll go 2 high. That's really all you need, at least for a beginning. Why am I doing it that way? It's easier to, whoop. There. And Oh, it's so hard in the dark. Oh, back for more wood. Normally I would, I would just chop down a bunch of trees and whatnot, and maybe I should do that, but it's probably not the most enjoyable thing to watch. Maybe that'd be some of the stuff I could do off stream or off episode, and just like kind of prepare and say, hey, we're back. The only thing I did was spend the last hour collecting wood, and you don't have to watch me doing that. But in the beginning, it's, I want you to see that, where we start, and at the very least. Oh, see another tree down. Think I can 2 for this, maybe. Now, is that tree standing? Okay. I don't think I can hit all 3 of them. Oh, alright, this is in my way. Get out of here. Oh, I can't see properly. Now is it the birch? Yeah, the birch. Okay, I must be overloaded. Yep, I'm at max weight, which is fine. Those things won't disappear too quickly. I think it's like an hour. I'm not even sure if they do disappear, but if it is, I think it's something like an hour. So anyway, back to building. It's getting a little brighter out, which will help us. Snap-ins are actually not bad in this game for building. You just gotta know, you put your cursor where you want it to snap to, and of course you see these green, how it's green, everything's green. I'm not sure what the blue means. But green means it's stable, that it's not gonna fall down, collapse due to structural integrity. I believe that would be the right way of saying it. Again, you feel free to correct me if I say something wrong in the comments below, please. I'm not an expert at this game, so I don't want to give incorrect information on purpose. So feel free to correct me, and I will do my best to make that adjustment in the next episode after I see the comment. Alright, and here. Now. So now we need a roof, and I never could figure out whether I want the 45 or the 26%. And, I'm thinking the 45. It's going to be higher. You know what? Let's just try the 26. Since it's the same 5 by 5, it doesn't matter which way. Oh, see, now we got to go back and get wood again. We can leave that door open for now. We're not trying to hide from anything. Some of this wood we don't even have to chop. It's already done for us. And this auto gather, grab some stuff. And let's get to chopping this guy. And I'm just trying to hurry up and get this first little home with a bed, and I'm gonna say is it the fire? Oh, Snickers! You better don't let it hit you. You will. I've died. You will die. You will get injured. I remember I was playing one game and I was running from a troll, and the troll knocked a tree down, I think with a rock that it threw, and the tree landed on my head and killed me. I wasn't watching out for falling trees, I was watching out for a giant troll, and it was kind of one of those funny deaths where you're like, you really, you avoid, in the beginning you avoid a lot of trees, and as you're cutting down and getting all this wood, to die to a troll who basically knocked a tree down, and of course the AI is not aiming for the tree. It threw the rock at me, and that rock just hit the tree. Yeah, I don't think that'll look that bad with that 26% degree. And let's see what this is gonna look like as we balance it out. I don't know how that's gonna work. Do I do another 26%? Is that what you do? I'm thinking so. Or 26-degree pitch. I'm thinking that's what it means. Yeah, this is going to work. I can see it already in the spacing. Because this final bit is actually got a cap. Now I can do it with the 26-degree or the 45. Of course, just to mesh things up, I'm going to go with the same. Ooh, that sun is right in our eyes. Now, I'm not trying to build any kind of fancy house or anything. I am not a Valheim builder. I am not a professional builder. I would call myself amateur at best. And I do mean at best. I've picked, oh, we're already out of wood. I've picked up little things like what I'm doing in there, just over restarts and whatnot. Oh, forgot to repair. These first tools do not last long. Nice thing is repairing, I haven't noticed it ever taking anything, so it doesn't seem to cost anything to repair. These dead stumps you can get a little bit of wood out of. These little trees, I don't know if those little trees grow up at all, or to be honest with you, oh, that one's falling towards me, yep. I have no idea. I've never, played long enough to go, hey, is this tree regrowing? And you know what we should do? Well, for the sake of just finishing this first episode, I'm not going to build a storage, and so I can hold a bunch of extra weight. I'm just going to get what we need. I would have to run back and forth a little bit anyway, and we're not running far. We'll just see what we can get here. All right. And it's always good to run, and well, jumping you have to have at least some stamina to gain experience for the jumping. So where were we? We were building here. Boom. That sun is bright. It's a very pretty game. All right, and then I believe it was something. I think it was the same thing. Yeah, it is. At least this is how I did it the last time. I kind of oofta that light. And then I think it was a half. Yep. Wow. Just bright. Oof. Block that out. There we go. We can block a little bit of it out. Blinded by the light, man. Alright. And now, this isn't going to be pretty. It's going to have a little space there. You know what? Why don't you throw me some tips on if I could have done something different? See this little space here and here, and where that the peak is. If I could have done something different. Now I know I'm going to have to probably knock out this section just a little bit, and I will explain that briefly. However, I want to get a bed down, and since I know I'm going to use that other side over there, I'm going to just get this done. So he's going to just tell us about a bed. Going to get him out of here. Now, when you first put a bed down, it's unclaimed. Anybody can claim it. You hit E to claim it. Now it's my bed. And it's also my spawn point. So if I go somewhere else, build another bed, I claim that, that becomes my spawn point. However, the nice thing is I can sleep through the night now. Okay? And while we're here, let's just go ahead and, let's just throw a torch here. And one for, hey, here's our door kind of torch. Oh, I have no wood. Go figure. While we're up here, we're just going to hit this. And we are going to grab some more wood real quick. Let's see here. This is taking much longer. There probably a lot of you people are probably real good experts at this game or survival games in period, and I always tend to be amongst the slower crowd, maybe more methodical. Maybe that's not the right word, because there's probably a lot of you who are methodical and efficient. I am not being efficient here by any means. However, what I'm getting at is you can progress a lot faster. And still get the same exact things done that I'm doing. There's no doubt about it. I've watched other people play Valheim and survival crafting games, and they blow me away. I'm older, and it's not, since we're not talking about reaction time. It's just, I guess maybe my thought process is different than a lot of everybody else's. So. That or I just suck, which, it is possible. I'm not good at a lot of games anymore. I think my boy, when he was 13, started kicking my butt at various games. Was it the Nintendo fighting game? I forgot what that was called. Smash Brothers. He would just demolish me in it. At 12, I'd kick his butt. At 13, I stood no chance. That Mario Kart or even CSGO, or, well, I think he was mostly in Team Fortress 2 we played a lot of. Now I heard a grayling, so we are not going to let him sneak up on us. Get him out of there. We keep more of that resin. So anyway, yeah, I guess, just, hey, put tips and tricks down below. Go ahead. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to play a game for yourself. I'm kind of looking to play it more naturally. I don't know if that would be the perfect way of saying it, but it's not too far off. Organically, maybe. So, we're going to just do it that way. What was I doing? I was going to put a torch right here. Just, if it's dark out and I want to find my way home, I might be able to see a light there. And now, let's just look through. So we could build a storage chest, and you know what? Let's go ahead and put one storage chest down. And let's drop in the things we don't need to be carrying. I'm going to keep the resin on me in case I want to build more torches. However, what we need to do now is to build out a fireplace area. And to do that, I need... I'm going to build out the back just... that's where I'm gonna do. I can't figure out how to properly explain my thinking here. So I'm trying to get this. I could get some stone and level that up. I think I'm gonna have to. So let's go grab the stone out of the storage and bring that back to our inventory. And I'll show you how to raise something, and I don't have to raise very much. So right click and we're going to select the raise ground, and so we're just going to raise some of this, and then what we're going to do is we're going to right click and we're going to flatten, and we're going to be on the terrain we want to be on, or level, and try to get it to smoothen out. And that should be enough just for our basic needs. So what we're going to do here is, now you're going to be like, oh, no, no, don't do that, don't do that. But just trust me here for just a minute. Well, technically, I could do it this way. So you know what? We will. I was going to put a floorboard there, but you really can't. So you might as well not build it, right? For those who know what I'm doing. So again, I am just doing the, I guess, the bare minimum here. You know what? We should build this while that's open up, so it's easier. Oh, Farfignugan, we need more wood yet again. Off we go. I guess we can start with this piece. Again, normally I'm not trying to, when you play these games and you're solo, or even with other players, and you're not recording or streaming or whatever, you're not so worried about, hey, I'm going to spend the next half hour cutting down a bunch of trees, hauling it back and forth, storing it, and then building. But in this case, I'm trying to somewhat entertain you, albeit not a grand entertainer, and my luck is that's going to keep rolling for now. So let's go ahead and throw this tree down on top with it, assuming it will fall in the same direction. I don't know if that's completely random or if there is physics, but it, and oh boy, oh, oof, it was like a club being swung. Look at this crap. Alrighty. Go ahead and get this little guy out of the way. Hi-ho, hi-ho, a loggin' we will go. Now, when it's on a hill like this, and sometimes I like to come over to this side and, well, and to try to prevent it from doing that. Because you can push this stuff around just by walking into it. I can come over here and, move it. But in this case, it's up against this, so I can use that as a stopping point for it as I hit it. Alright, might as well get this little guy over here. And perfect timing, because our axe is broken. So we will run up here. We'll do a quick repair on the axe just for the heck of it before I forget, so I don't accidentally run down there and have to run back. Okay. So let's get back to the building process here. Now, what I'm building here, for those of you who don't know, for the campfire, I think, or any fire, I believe down the road you get other fire-based things like a stone hearth or whatnot. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to knock that out. See, now I can kind of go through here. You need ventilation. I'm not sure if there are any other games that require ventilation like that. If you know of one, let me know down below. Not saying there aren't any. I'm just unaware. Now, I believe what I did to this last time was something like an overlap. I'll show you here what I mean by that. Now, I need the fire covered, or else it will go out, in the rain. So I do the 26 degree and then go to the 45 degree on the outside there. And see, we'll do that as an overlap. Now this, I believe I got away. I don't know if I did the 45 here or if it mattered. Let's see if we could just do that. And now I just want to fill in some of the aesthetics part here, which I'm not 100% sure why. We got to eat again, because I'm not a great builder, but I want to try and do some fairly decent builds here. That's going to be a half, and so now this should be enough ventilation. If not, I will knock that out. And a campfire has to be on the ground. So we are going to place our campfire here. And crafting. Now we need a food cooking station. And here's a trick. You can place more than one. There are people who I think I've seen up there to 6 of these suckers. I am content with 3. So just try to space them out there and put it in the center like that. That way I can still get in here and fuel up the fire, make sure it lasts. So since we got that going, let's cook some meat. And let's close our door. And we'll cook some meat here. And then once we do, we'll say, hey, you know, here we are. So at least then we'll have some meat for the next episode. And I believe this is about 30 seconds. Don't quote me. I wouldn't believe it being a minute. I think it's like the kiln. I think the kiln throws out a piece of charcoal every 30 minutes or 30 seconds. So that seemed like 30 seconds. So we will get this stuff. Throw some more on. And now I have some cooked boar meat. Now this has got the red fork on it. So yellow stamina, higher stamina gain from eating that. Even gain from the white fork and higher health gain from the red fork. So you know what? Let's go ahead and get a little bit of health. The necktails is worse than the boar, and the boar is worse than the deer, I believe. Now when you hear that sizzling, that means it's cooked. If you were to leave it on, I believe, for another 30 seconds, it will turn to charcoal, and good for charcoal before you have a kiln. But the only reason I could see you needing charcoal before you get a kiln would be if you wanted to make a sign. Because you need, I think, 1 charcoal for every sign. So, I mean, there is a use for that, but... Alrighty. So, I like to organize a little bit like that. So, you know, kind of like the way in the order I eat them. So I usually eat these 3, and then if I'm going in for maybe more of a fight, you know, I'll go with like, you know, this and these 2, just to get a little more health. So anyway, I want to show you this. We've gotten her done. Our basic house, without the innards, which we will maybe flesh out tomorrow. This is our basic home. It is nighttime. And for those who don't know, nighttime, when you're playing solo, or if you're playing with like a dedicated server or peer-to-peer, you cannot pass the night unless you are the only person on, or you get a mod for it, and I'm not going to go into that. So, but anyway, this allows you to escape the darkness of the night. It's more so important. Well, not important. It's more. It makes things easier in the beginning for newer players, for certain. I would highly recommend. I mean, you know, unless you have good night vision. I do not. And so, anyway, this is our little home. Thank you for joining me on episode 1 of uh, Noob. No, I'm not a noob gamer. Uh, this is a game I'm not good at. Games I'm not good at, kind of thing. Uh, so welcome and thank you for showing up for this episode. And I look forward to creating more episodes for you all. Feel free to give me comments, tips, tricks. Uh, don't worry about sending me YouTube links. I've watched a bunch. Just some comments. Let me know what you thought. Something I could do different to help entertain you, and get some of these going, and then we will maybe start live streaming after a couple episodes, and then putting these out for later. Right now, I'm just recording this one. So anyway, thank you. Look forward to seeing you in episode 2, where we will move our workbench into here. We will level up some of our gear, try and get a bow, get some deer, level up our workstation, show you all how that works, and expand this out maybe another couple walls if needed, but I don't think so. Maybe make an addition. Try that. I don't think I've tried that. Maybe put a door here and make it like another bedroom with an alternating roof line. Anyway, so until then, I guess goodbye. Thanks for joining us.